And our next guest is an associate at OGH Legal in Dubai. He's duly qualified. He's got the license to practice in India and also across England in Wales. He really does specialise in dispute resolution. So Harry Wadhwana, it's good to have you in the studio and good to hear you're a big fan of the show as well.
Thank you for having me here.
Just get in nice and close to the microphone.
Yeah. Sorry. Thank you for having me here, actually, and excited to speak with both of you. Bit of legal and more of cricket later.
Well, we'll see what you can do. You're working in obviously in dispute resolutions, but we really wanted to focus on social media laws.
Yeah.
Every single person generally uses social media, but when it comes down to the legality of taking pictures and videos without consent, we all might publicly be taking a picture of someone at a restaurant, but what are the legalities between those people who might just be in the backgrounds and taking pictures of those and those faces and those kids and putting them on your public social accounts?
Right, thanks. So there is a bit of grey area here. To start off, technically you cannot take picture or video of anyone without their consent.
Yeah.
Now, it be it in this situation that if you're taking a picture in a public restaurant or in the Dubai Mall, for example, in the Burj Khalifa, and there are people at the background, technically they can raise an objection against you and ask you to take down the pictures. And there have been instances where the security at the malls, at the restaurant have said, please delete that picture. You can't take it. So the issue really comes if anyone objects to that.
Okay.
So say, for example, in this room, I take a picture of two of you and you're fine with it. That's fine. But if you tell me that, how do you know? Delete it. I have to do that. Otherwise, I can face legal complications against me.
This is interesting. There are a bunch of people, a bunch of my friends who just randomly take my pictures and post it on their social media. Now that I know that there is a legal side to it, I can literally threaten them and say, listen, you can't do this. I'm going to sue you.
And you know who to reach out to.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Being a Gujarati, we were supposed to know everything about monies and how to make money. I think that's a very good way. Anuj is taking a video of yours.
So that's a financial tip and legal tip now.
There you go. See, Anuj is taking a video of yours. Do we have your consent to take that video?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
100%.
Perfect. Now that we have officially taken that consent.
Also, when it comes down to speaking ill of someone, insulting or doing abusive words over WhatsApp, are there different laws between what is a one-on-one private conversation and what you might say about someone in a public group?
The end result is still the same. You're still insulting someone. So
Yeah.
even if I'm chatting with someone one-on-one and I'm insulting him and I'm speaking in front of people and I'm still insulting someone, the implication is still the same.
Okay.
The penalty will be grave because I'm insulting, because now I'm insinuating a person in front of third person or in public. So the penalty which I'll be subject to, that will be grave, as opposed to something which I would just do one-on-one. But both of them are still criminal in nature and can be exposed to criminal actions.
So what do people need to be aware of so that it will encroach into criminal actions? Is there is it going through race or your gender or different forms of abuse?
So primarily, I would stick to certain cornerstones where you shouldn't cross when you're dealing with someone individually on message or on social media. One is no hate speeches, respecting religion and culture, no cyberbullying, harassment, something on the lines of not promoting any illegal activities, pornographic actions.
Yeah.
So all these things, if you stay away from it, you're in a safe space.
But then many times you see this, and this I've seen on a lot of female influencers' posts. Whenever they put up any picture or videos of theirs, there will be a bunch of random people commenting random stuff, abusive in nature at times. May not be directly targeted towards the person, but just a random abuse.
Yes.
People just think that because they have a platform, they would want to say something. More often than not, we've seen people deleting those comments. But then is there something bigger than that can be really done?
So there are two things to this, right? If you take this specific example, the influencer in question can raise a complaint against the individual or the people who are posting comments, and police can take it up and have taken it up in the past. The other thing is where the police themselves suo moto takes cognizance of it, where the police officer or someone from the court is looking at the post and sees that there is an illegal activity going on, and they take it up. Third is that you and we can report it as well.
Okay.
So we can report it saying that this is insightful, this is hateful comment, and this is something which is derogatory to someone, potentially defaming that person,
Right.
and can file a complaint as well, and the police will take it up. So something like there's an app in Dubai, Dubai Police app. So there is a Dubai Eye.
Right.
In that you can post pictures, you can record over there,
Okay.
and the police will take it up from there.
Wow, this is interesting. I mean, no, I wasn't really aware of this this app and this facility.
So, for example, recording someone without their consent is illegal, right? So now if I see a crime happening, you would think in your mind that, oh, I can't record because he's going to file a complaint against me. But if I go on the Dubai Police app and there's a tab for Dubai Eye, I can record something there, and that's perfectly legal because I'm reporting it directly to the police.
I understand.
So that's one way to safely report a crime in UAE.
Well, that's and that app is what, the Dubai Police app?
Dubai Police app, yes.
Okay.
There's also one more app called My Safe Society. That applies for our other Emirates as well.
Okay, wow. So this is really amazing. You know, knowing that there are so many options that are available and these are safer options. There's another way to probably see if something is going wrong, and that is, you know, we tend to record conversations. We were talking about recording or filming things and, you know, making a video or whatever. But now you and I, because I sense that, hey, I'm going into this conversation and maybe you might say something that might be going wrong. So I put the phone on a voice record and collect the conversation as a data piece. Can that be used as proof, or that is not a proof if I haven't taken your consent?
No, that's not a proof. So in fact, you're committing a crime there because
Wow.
you're recording something.
Okay.
So
Wow.
the best practice would be if you're in a meeting, if you're in a board meeting, for example, if you're having a collective where you let the other person know that, listen, I'm going to record this, or
Okay.
have a witness in the room. So if there's a witness in the room, that's perfectly fine, because
Okay.
then that witness can testify that, yes, Hari did say something, or
Right.
this person did say something. So that's the way you navigate it.
Okay.
But do not record under any circumstances without someone's
So
consent.
that's when I'm called into a meeting with the boss. There's always two of them.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that now. Now I understand what's happening. But if people do want to get up to speed with some of these laws when it comes down to Recording and Privacy Act, is there a portal to go to, or is the best bet to get in contact with you at OGH Legal?
We can, of course, assist with any queries that anyone would have, but primarily there are tons of newspaper publications which deal with certain articles. There is, if anyone wants to see laws, there is Ministry of Justice website.
Okay.
So if you just Google Ministry of Justice website UAE,
Yeah.
you would get a whole list of legislation where you can just go through and
But then
browse through it.
it's not easy to understand, you know, the legal languages, the tax languages. These are languages that are probably made for common people to probably not understand, so that lawyers know it and only they can come in and explain to us.
Well, partly correct, but UAE legislations are quite straightforward especially when they're translated by the government, so it's
Okay.
very easy to read. But then there are also a lot of news portals where you can read it, and of course I'm always there. But I'm
Harry, I think I might be in trouble. I may have broken the law, because there were two women upstairs that were having a conversation about how good looking our producer Pranab was, and I had to record it because no one would have believed it. So,
So there you go.
so now I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I'm going to report you now.
Yeah.
But tell me something, Hari. We've been talking about law. We've been talking about legalities. Tell me something, Hari. We've been talking about law. We've been talking about legalities. There are a bunch of shows that come on Netflix or whatever, Amazon Prime and stuff, which have got a lot to do with law. Which of these shows are closest to reality? Or do you watch any of those?
I watch. Least recently, I was watching Lincoln Lawyer. The
Okay,
second
yeah, I've watched
season.
that, yeah.
Second season is out.
Wasn't that a
It's-
movie with all right?
Yes,
Yeah.
there was. But
Yeah,
both
Matthew
of them-
McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Lincoln Lawyer comes a little bit closer to it, but also everyone's legal system is very different.
Yeah,
So,
right.
Just to put it out there, Suits is nothing like law.
Yeah,
It's absolutely. So I just want to put that out.
No, I know. I watched Suits and I started wearing fancy suits to office, the previous place where I was working for
Really?
only 2 months.
Yeah.
Believe me, everyone was like, listen, what are you doing? You know, it's
Yeah,
okay.
it's-
Relax. You don't have to throw so much attitude, so much weight.
It's not so glamorous.
Isn't it?
Deals don't work out just like that. But
Yeah.
that's
I'm
TV
watching.
For you.
I just completed How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh yeah, that's a good show as well.
Yeah,
It's a good show.
is it close to reality?
In terms of trial, yes.
Yeah.
But that show is also more to do with
A lot of drama.
A lot of drama, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting one. But in terms of legal shows, I think Lincoln Law is
closest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so do you drive a Lincoln?
I wish someday. Once I get my invoice cleared from here.
Yeah, mate, join the queue. But look, it's great to get you in, to get you inside. It is a confusing place,
Yep.
and I think that those apps that you said, the Dubai Police app, this My Safe Society.
That's right.
What was the other? Ministry of Justice? What?
Ministry of Justice website.
Okay.
There are all the laws there, so you can get the federal penal code there. So you can just have a look at the law, which tells you exactly what to do, what you cannot do, and what penalties can you be subjected to.
Perfect. Well, it's great to get you in. Lastly, who's going to win the Ashes? And be careful what you say.
I want to say England, but I think it's going to be Australia.
Yeah, 2-1's hard to come back from.
Yeah,
Definitely.
But there's Wood and Vokes, so yeah.
Yeah, but everyone else is injured. Ollie Robinson's hurt his shoulder bowling medium paces, and Ben Stokes can't bowl anymore.
Yeah, that's
But
there.
David Warner can't really bat, and you got the crowd that's like a 12th man.
Right. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Whoever wins, I think cricket is the winner.
Oh, yes, diplomatic answer, like every good lawyer. Harry from OGH Legal in Dubai, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you so much for
And
having me.
if you do want to get in contact, you can OGH Legal. You can Google them and get more details. You're on TSB, Talk Sport Business on Talk 100.